Hey, hey. Doesn't it, Vidal? I think something happened there when I made it. So even I don't know. I'm gonna have to fix it. Because the song that I actually have picked is actually a good song. It's a nice song. And it doesn't sound like that. Ah, thank you, because I thought I was going crazy. I'm like, I know this is two songs. I'm not losing my mind like I thought I was. I don't need that ride. Cancel the ride to the psych ward, I think. Oh, let me get tell Anonymous if she's up to it. She is something else, you guys. Something else. Oh, God. Okay, wait. Do that. So, how are you guys? Anything going on? Oh, Round Eye, you're just too nice. Yeah, so I went retro with my photo still. I'll get rid of it though. Because it's going to make me want bangs again. And I have this cutest clip that I'm using. Oh my God, it's too cute because, now it's like grown out and it's going this way, and so I have to clip it when I'm driving, just to be safe. You don't want me barreling into people, half blind Jill as it is, and then her hair, just God, I could just no. Oh God. All right. Let me get to her messages. And bam. Oh, there you are, Anonymous. I was just sending you a text. You biatch. How are you? Okay. Let's get back in here and in here. Yeah, so please hit the like button, guys. Okay? I can't I'm begging. I'm begging. Okay, enough of that. All right. So today, I don't want to take like forever. I knew I wasn't as crazy as I thought. Oh, you know what I mean. I knew that music was two songs together. I just knew it was because I tried to use one song and then I like decided to get rid of that song and use a different song, and even though you think you got rid of it, oh no, it comes back to haunt you, believe you me. Anyway, live chat. Please hit like. I'll sit here and wait. TikTok, people. TikTok. TikTok. Oh, yeah. I'm ticking. I'm talking. Oh my God, that thumbnail. What did I put on the thumbnail? I'm trying to remember now. What the hell was on the thumbnail that I know whatever. Oh, the stupid Round Eye sent me that a while ago and I love it. I love it. And so you have to do like the cough, cough and then, let's do it or whatever, or let's chat. It's like, it's almost like, let's just do chat and get it over with. Like, yeah, I could totally see. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Yes, stupid Round Eye. He finds all that. Hey, I grabbed that ass, Jack. Oh God, that sounds just not right. Oh God, I'm hitting into the mic with the coffee. Okay. And hello, Frenette. I didn't say a special hello to you. Okay. So today we're going to do the things that we didn't do yesterday. Okay. Hey, Axelot. And a short. So it's not going to be like a forever. I'm doing a members only tomorrow. So, this way I could, I don't want to say talk the way I want to talk, but you know what I'm saying? Like, we could do our thing. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of go with the flow. And I'll always have something ready to go. I always do. Let me put the comments up on the thingamajiggy. I've become one of those people that say thingamajiggy for everything. Okay. Eyes are like, my allergies are so bad. I was putting eye drops in them before, and oh God, it was just a disaster. Like, I just started being able to put them in myself recently, and it just they've God, they're messed up. I need to order some hemorrhoid cream for under my eyes, okay? I am telling you, it is the best beauty hack you will ever learn. When your under eyes get puffy and stuff, I'm telling you, preparation H, preparation H, preparation H. Like I always say, Vaseline, Vaseline, Vaseline. Now, it doesn't have to be that brand. It could be one that's just as good in an off brand, same. And of course, Vaseline. I mean, come on. How bad could you fuck up petroleum jelly? I could see Walmart fucking that up, but I mean, if it's going on my feet. Oh God. Yeah, I'm drinking coffee right now. I'm drinking Dunkin' Donuts mint chip. Has a picture of the mint chip ice cream on the front. You do too? Oh my God. No way. You go, Fernette. Woo, woo. Fernette also uses hemorrhoid cream on her face. Whitney Houston used to. So I thought, okay, yeah, it works. I think, oh God, who is it? There's another star I know. I was like, oh my God, I do that. Oh, Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock. She does too. Yep. Yep. Yeah, it works because it shrinks the skin in sensitive, it's made to shrink skin in sensitive areas. And what could be more sensitive than under your eyes and stuff? So yeah, it's like perfect, especially if you have allergies like me and you wake up with real puffy under eyes. Keep that in mind, guys. Even you guys can use it. Just finished making the father-in-law's favorite dish, the recently departed mother-in-law used to make for his birthday. Daughter cooked most of it. Oh, that's nice. That's nice that you did that. Okay. You're right on it. Jack, you are like so on it. Like, it's like, wow, I love that. I love it. Shut up, Anonymous. Why don't you try putting bacon on your face and see how it turns out? I don't even know what that means. But okay. All right. All right. All right. Let's jump on into the first one. Let's do it. Oh, eyeballs. Wait, one. Oh, God. Yeah, that one was interesting. So we got 3. Okay, starting here. Okay. Tell me I did it right. Let me just look at. Oh, I have to fix this to all messages. Have I lost my mind? Come on, people. I mean, come on, computer. Damn it. I did. Okay. Yeah. Oh, all right. Take this one out. And okay. All right.
Black in his hand, and he's moving it like it's a pistol. What do you have in your hand? Show me your hands.
This police officer is so paranoid, he sees a guy parked at a gas pump with a gas pump in his hand, and he thinks it's a gun. He gets scared. He gets out of his police car and he pulls his gun on the guy trying to pump gas.
Oh,
the poor
Lord.
gas pump guy has no idea what's going on. But when the officer realizes his mistake, that it was just some guy trying to pump some gas, does he apologize, shake hands,
No.
go on his way? No, of course he doesn't.
What are you doing?
I'm filling up gas can.
You understand you're holding it like this, like it's a pistol, right?
No, I was showing her to cut the pump on.
Okay. But that's not what it looks like to the motoring public on the roadway.
No crime had been committed. No crime had been
Hold
reported.
on.
Just some guy.
Hold on. That's not what it looks like to the motoring parkway. What the hell are you even talking about? You are like, I mean, he is grasping at straws here big time. Holy shit.
Who had just gotten off work, just trying to get some gas.
But you understand you're holding it like this and it looks like a handgun, right?
No, I'm trying to let her know to pump the gas, bro.
Bro. Yo, bro, I was just telling
A number of you sent me this video. The guy who was trying to pump some gas here must have obtained this body cam footage and he posted it up on his own YouTube channel. I will link that below. This is yet another video from the state of Florida where a police officer apparently does not have anything better to do. So he's driving around just looking for trouble. And he's quite paranoid. He sees this guy at a gas pump. And in reality, this guy goes to this gas station every day after work. The gas station employee inside knows this guy. This is basically an everyday thing. So he grabs the gas pump and he sort of holds it in the air, signaling to the employee inside to turn the pump on.
Yeah.
Seeing this, this police officer apparently got scared. He pulls into the gas station parking lot. He gets out of his police cruiser. And what does he do? He immediately pulls out his handgun and aims it at this guy.
What do you have in your hand? Show me your hands.
He looks like a jackass.
Okay. Stay in the car. Okay, turn around. Place your hands behind your back.
This guy, his name is Robert. He did not have a gun in his hand. He did drop something on the ground, but don't worry because it wasn't an acorn. And as you'll see throughout the rest of this video, the officer never says anything about it. He never looks at whatever it is that Robert drops. Looking closely at it, we can see that the gas pump that Robert was using is sitting in this gas can. It looks like this is actually the nozzle from that gas can, which Robert is holding because he had to remove it to put gas in the gas can.
What are you doing?
I'm filling up gas can.
You understand you're holding it like this, like it's a pistol, right?
Oh my God.
No, I was showing her to cut the pump on.
Okay. But that's not what it looks like to the motoring public on the roadway.
Motoring.
I was just showing her the thing to let her know to get the gas.
Do you have your ID on you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I turn around?
Yeah, that's fine.
Dang,
There's really no doubt that this police officer was mistaken, that it was not a gun. It was
the truth is, at the end of the day, he does not have to show him at this point his ID. But to get him to shut the fuck up and get out of his damn face, he does. But by law, he doesn't. Okay? You can't just walk up to... First of all, I can't believe there's backup. There's a man at a gas station with a gas pump in his hand. I need backup. I mean, what in the world is... Jill, just calm yourself down. You don't want to blow again, do you? No. All right, let's go.
Just a gas pump. Nevertheless, what is happening? He has requested ID from this guy after just having held him at gunpoint, and now there's a second police officer there, emergency lights on, so this guy's surrounded by cops. His ID has been requested. He wasn't told that he had any option to say no. Would a reasonable person under these circumstances, not just Robert, but you, or any reasonable person, believe that they were free to go?
No.
That this was some sort of consensual encounter? That they could decline or refuse to provide their identification to this officer? No, not at all. I don't believe so. I mean, he was just held at gunpoint. That means that this guy has been seized under the Fourth Amendment, because objectively, any reasonable person would believe that they have been seized and are not free to go. Therefore, this is not a consensual encounter, which means that the police officer here is required to have reasonable suspicion that can be articulated that some crime has occurred that requires him to investigate Robert via this temporary seizure where he is demanding ID under threat of prosecution or use of force. So what crime is the officer investigating here? He mistakenly thought he saw a gun because he was paranoid. He got out of his car and he investigated at gunpoint. He has now determined that the guy did not have a gun. So why has he continued the seizure of this man? Why has he demanded his ID? I don't believe that he can articulate any reasonable suspicion, and that therefore what we are seeing here, even if we excuse him for the mistake, because the courts don't like to armchair quarterback the police, they don't like to judge them with 20/20 hindsight when they have to make split-second decisions. Here, even if we give him the benefit of the doubt for everything that happened before, he is making the non-split-second decision to continue to detain this person illegally in violation of the Fourth Amendment.
All right. But you understand, you're holding it like this and it looks like a handgun, right?
No, I'm trying to let her know to pump the gas, bro.
Bro?
Why you, what the fuck? You just pulled a gun out of me.
Yeah, I'm 10-4. Sorry, there's an individual who had something that looked like a gun in his hand. Not out.
Oh my God, how humiliating for him.
Get your bag. You know I'm gonna get lost on you.
Okay.
Showing the lady.
FYI, whatever goes on in this one, there is an update. So there's a part 2.
Man, just got a full gun on it. The police did.
Understandably, Robert and his female companion are upset. They voiced those frustrations. They've pulled out their phones and begun to film. They've asked for the officer's badge number. And from the point that the officer realized that he had made a mistake, he should have handled it differently. All he had to do was apologize and laugh about it and go on his way, or not apologize, or not laugh about it. But he had to go on his way. But instead, he chose to illegally continue the detention.
Put your hands in there. Put your hands behind your back.
Yeah,
What?
I'm sure there's cameras.
Mr. Rupp.
I ain't got nothing to say to you, bro. I ain't did shit and I ain't being detained. I want to go. I don't got nothing to say to you. You know what you did. I don't got no rap.
Well, it looks like he's holding a gun.
Man, that don't look like no gun.
Oh
You see
my
this bitch right
God.
here,
I didn't see that, sir.
man. Yeah, you saw what you wanted to see. You saw a motherfucker with tattoos. Why would I be holding the gun like this right here? Hey, who? Man, you saw what you wanted to see. You profiled the motherfucker.
All right, enough.
I need all that.
It's 385.
He's still going. They really got him going.
And as you'll see, he still doesn't just leave and go about his
really,
day to
Jack?
do whatever he's supposed to be doing right now. It looks like he's going to do that. He walks back to his police cruiser and he gets in it and he starts to drive, but he's not leaving. Instead, he drives a little closer to the gas station because he's apparently just that lazy. And he goes inside the gas station, and now he is going to double down. It seems like he's going to go try to cause Robert some problems now inside that gas station. Maybe solicit a trespass, or at the very least, try to manufacture or fabricate some sort of reasonable suspicion or probable cause against Robert to try to jam him up, even though he knows that none exists.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what happened?
So I'm driving down the road and he's got something black in his hand and he's moving it like it's a pistol. So I pulled in to investigate what was going on. That's all.
Oh yeah, because the pump wasn't, his pump wasn't on, hey, bro. And he was signaling me that the pump wasn't.
I'm a police officer in Alabama. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Just the guy had something in his hand that looked like a gun, and I was like, "What are we doing?"
Yeah, I noticed some as we were coming up.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you saw him with the thing in his hand?
I saw why are they helping this?
Yeah, his gas pump, his pump wasn't working, and he was signaling me that the pump, the gas wasn't on the pump.
You lucky it wasn't you. He would have pulled the trigger.
Y'all store?
No, he coming here every day faithfully after work. He coming here to get gas and cigarettes every day. No cause nothing.
Hey, I don't want to hold the gas pump again. You'll start the gas over time.
Yes, I will.
Hey, what's your name?
Lawler. You'll sign the statement. Get a picture of everything he did.
Oh, why did the girl have to say anything?
Can I just get your name? Yeah. J-A-K. Yeah.
Oh my God.
A-U-W.
This cop is turning it into a molehill. Like, I'm sorry. He's turning a little anthill into fucking Mount Everest over here. I mean, this is ridiculous. Because one guy said, I saw that. He's just trying to, like, people please. Do you know what I'm saying? I know, because there was believe it or not, there was a time in my life where I was a people pleaser. And I am not anymore, that's for damn sure. But I there was a time that I was. So for whatever reason, this dude here, who I'd like to knock his teeth in with my Mega Crush Crocs, he is sidling up to this cop. I don't know why. I can't figure it out, but I mean, I kind of get why he's doing it. I don't know how to explain it though. And he's disgusting for it. So, Mega Crush Crocs, crack those teeth. All right, now, yeah, Jake, J-A-K-E. Yeah. How do you spell it? Oh, God, help us all. Oh, I can't take it. I'm so done with people. Have I ever told you I hate people? All except for you guys. You guys are all right. I almost typed that exact, what? Word for word. What? The cop is embarrassed, so he's trying to save face and soothe his bruised ego. Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. I'm on it. I'm on it like peanut butter on bread. All right. What the hell was that? I'm such a goof. All right, I'm a goofball. Let's just admit it and move on. Let's go.
E-R-D-A. Yeah. And phone number.
Nerd.
So this gas station employee, fortunately for Robert, is backing him up. She has said that she witnessed what Robert was doing, explained that she knew why he was doing it, explained that he goes there every day, explained that he's not a suspicious individual who needs to be investigated or trespass from the property. So she's not helping out the officer on his mission at all. Meanwhile, as this is occurring, this off-duty police officer from Alabama walks in the door. He had witnessed this as well. What does he do? He comes in and
he's a cop. That's why he
presumably
did that.
offering to help him. This police officer takes him up on that, getting his name and contact information. What kind of help is he going to offer? We can only speculate.
It's
undisputed that this was a mistake. That
Robert, my God, I'm losing it, guys. I'm starting to spiral. All right, I'm spiraling.
Did not have a gun. It's even more undisputed now that the gas station employee has explained who Robert is and what he was doing. So what exactly is this police officer from the Leon County Sheriff's Office doing at this point?
You're going to say what this thing?
Okay, I'm going to have to put his 936.
And you work for who?
The hell with you.
Pritchard in Alabama.
Yeah.
Pritchard.
Yeah. It's falling better than some of the locals we got.
Yeah, so what did you see when you pulled that?
You just on this gas pump up like this.
Turn around from my stove. The crap. Dale.
Okay.
Oh my God.
You see my one person.
Oh, you're something. Now you really fucked up there, Burnett.
All right, you have a great day.
No problem. You're safe out there, right?
Thank you.
Thank you for your service. Absolutely. The gas wasn't on the pump, and I thought it was on the pump. I seen him do that, and I was like, "Oh, his gas not on there," so that's why he was holding.
So this kid,
because he was holding his mouth shut. He was holding something else up.
Oh, when I seen him, he was.
Oh, he's such a liar! Oh my God, I'm gonna bust.
Yeah.
When I saw him, he didn't have the thing with the hose. He had something else.
Stop! Don't.
Okay. Because I'm like, wait a minute, what's going on with Trent? Because he come in here every day. He's very friendly. He's respectful.
Okay.
And him and his wife come every day.
Okay.
Monday to Friday. They stop by here. They get his $15 worth of gas.
Okay.
And his 2 cigarettes.
Okay.
And he roll on out.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on out there? He just left out of the store.
Yeah, no, it's what I saw when I was driving down the road. You know what I mean?
Right.
Did you see
I just want to make sure I wasn't getting held up. Or...
Did you see that? He tried to now tell this woman that it wasn't the gas pump. It was something else he was holding up. Oh, really? You know, like, do you see how easy it is to make people think that what they saw wasn't what they saw, and what they know isn't what they know? Like, it's so fucking easy. It's odd, isn't it? It's kind of wow. All right. This guy's listening to it all.
Some crazy people. I get crazy people through here, so I'm glad y'all do be alert.
Absolutely.
Oh, Jesus.
I get in here, honey, some days, all night by myself.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm glad that y'all be alert. But yeah, he's really kind. I'm sorry.
How do you spell your S-H?
S-H-A.
Oh, God.
In the last name? Okay. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Why my name had to get put down?
Just they like us to just document it.
Oh, okay.
That I made contact with the clerk, everything's fine.
Yeah,
that's all.
I ain't got no warrant for that.
All right.
Shockingly, this police officer who has identified himself, it sounds like Deputy Lawler with the Leon County Sheriff's Office, he's still not done. He walks outside and he asks Robert to step to the side and talk to him. But Robert knows better. This guy has already pointed a gun at him. He hasn't apologized. Should he talk to this police officer? No, he should not talk to this police officer. He has nothing to gain by it. And he does the right thing.
Hey, man, you got to stop profiling.
Can you come talk to me for a second? Can you come talk to me for a second?
No, I really don't want to, for real. But you know what you did. And you know you dead ass wrong. You know I ain't had no fucking gun.
After him.
So what was Deputy Lawler going to say? We don't know. Maybe he was going to apologize. Maybe it was just one last attempt to jam him up in some way or to fish for
Yes,
charges.
that's
Yes,
what
this
I
could have been
think,
worse.
yeah.
It doesn't appear that Robert came away with any bogus criminal charges that he had to defend himself from. He didn't get beaten or tased or arrested on some obstruction charge. But in my opinion, it wasn't for want of Deputy Lawler trying. In my opinion, that is exactly what he was trying to do.
Yes.
Though Robert's clearly a little rough around the edges, he actually was very smart here. What would have happened here maybe 60% of the time? What do officers like to do under these circumstances? They like to give some order. It could be, give me your ID. It could be, get out of the car. And then when there's not immediate compliance, boom, they arrest the person for obstruction or something similar, even though there was no underlying criminal conduct. Here, Robert did not give him that opportunity. Robert did all the right things. He immediately complied with all of the orders. He put his hands up, he turned around, he put his hands behind his back, and ultimately he wisely refused to have anything to do with this police officer, because you don't want people like that in your life at all. You have nothing to gain by it. This all resulted then in Deputy Lawler skulking away through the parking lot, getting into his police cruiser after having wasted all this time trying to jam up an innocent guy who was just trying to get some gas. He gets in his police cruiser and he leaves. This video footage captured Deputy Lawler violating the constitutional rights of an innocent person. And we never would have known about it but for the fact that Robert obtained this footage and he put it on
Good
YouTube.
for him.
And now we all know about it. We all know who this deputy is. We all know that he spits on our constitutional rights. If he would spit on Robert's constitutional rights, he would spit on ours.
Oh, yeah.
But what can we do about it? We can take what Robert did and we can multiply it. Not many people yet have seen what this deputy did, but you can change that. You can take this footage and you can share it. Share this video. You can like, you can comment, you can share it. All of that will get the algorithm going and it will start to put this video in people's feeds. Then more people talk about it and more people share it. Next thing you know, the Leon County Sheriff's Office is going to inevitably see it. And they're either going to do something about it and hold this deputy accountable, or they're not going to do it. In which case the citizens can hold all of them accountable, can hold the sheriff accountable. And at the very least, you are helping to document the constitutional violations that were committed by this deputy here that need to be documented. Because if he did it to Robert, he's probably done it before, and he definitely will do it again. If I hear anything else, I'll do an update, and you can follow along by subscribing both here and at the blog at the Civil Rights.
Okay, now, that is so disgusting. Sounds like a spitter, too good to swallow. You're just nasty all around, aren't you? But you are right. That dude wasn't dumb. No, he wasn't. You know what I don't like? Going by assuming by the looks of somebody, oh, they got a bunch of tats, or they dress like this, or they dress like that, then they must, be dumb. They must be stupid. No. Never assume. I hate that. It's like back in the day before I got sober. Okay, so when I went to school, when I was in college, I started out, I wanted to be a lawyer. So when it became time, I went like pre-law. But I got so into business and like economics and stuff that I decided to go that route. But I didn't just unlearn everything I knew. Okay. So they were messing with me over something so stupid. And they really thought they had like a dummy, I don't want to use the word, but let's just say a dumb starting with a J, a dumb unky, I don't even want to say it. It makes me sick. But that's what they thought. And oh, how wrong they were, because I knew my rights. You can threaten me with, putting my car into impound. You can do all these things, but I know that legally you cannot do that. And, so this went on, and I was pissed because I worked all day and I didn't feel like sitting through this shit, but I wasn't going to give in. Don't assume that somebody is stupid ever, because that's what they hope for. That is what they live for, So always know your rights. Always. Okay? All right, let's go. So let's see the update on this one. Yep. Okay, here it is.
What do you have in your hand? Show me your hands.
I didn't see the guy at the pump as a threat.
Oh no. Oh no.
No, I
thank
didn't
God.
observe or see anything out of the ordinary other than trying to fill up his car.
About 2 weeks ago, I posted a
good-looking.
video showing
Hello.
the paranoid cop in Florida who thought that a guy just trying to get gas with a gas
He's
pump in his
married.
hand was actually
But
holding a
he's not
gun.
really my
So I'm driving
type.
down the road and he's got something black in his hand and he's moving it like it's a pistol.
At one part in the video, I discussed
Oh,
the fact that an
jeez
off-duty, out-of-state
Christ.
police officer walked into the gas station after the incident and began talking with the officer. And I mentioned that we could
Hey,
only
bro.
speculate as to what the intentions were.
Yeah,
What
to
kind of
lie
help is he
for
going
him.
to offer? We can only
Lie for
speculate.
him.
People apparently tracked down this off-duty police officer from out of state and sent him some hateful messages. Imagine my surprise when he reached out to me and he asked if he could give his side of the story.
Oh my God, I'm
He actually has
loving
his
this.
own footage from that day, which he shared with me. And he offered to sit down and speak with me about that incident. So I did. And now you can hear.
Hold up. How the fuck did people track him down? Because his face isn't shown. What's his name? Did he put his name on there? I don't know. But oh my God, that is so, I love the internet sometimes. Oh God.
From this man who was both an eyewitness to what happened and also someone who became involved in the actual video itself.
I'm nervous as crap. I don't know what's about to. I don't want him to see me recording because I don't want him to put the gun on me. So I don't know this guy's intent. I don't know him from Adam. I just watched him put a gun on somebody. Sometimes you can't trust other cops. We're a nation of ideas, and if we stop talking and we stop using our rights, we're going to end up losing.
This is the other cop? Oh, hello.
As I mentioned, this is the video from about 2 weeks ago where the police officer in Leon County,
12
Florida,
days.
mistook a gas pump in a guy's hand for him holding a gun in his hand. In case you missed the original video, I will post the link to it down below. But one of the interesting parts of that video is this off-duty police officer who just happened to be at the scene, walks in and has a conversation with that officer inside the gas station. This is basically the brief conversation that took place between the two police officers that was captured on the body cam featured in the first video.
That's all.
Oh yeah, because his pump wasn't on,
Hey, bro.
and he was signaling me that the pump wasn't.
Police officer in Alabama. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Just the guy had something in his hand that looked like a gun, and I was like, "What are we doing?"
Yeah, I noticed him as we were coming up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
you saw
come
what the thing
on,
was.
you
I saw
lying
him in his hand,
bitch.
Yeah, his pump wasn't working, and he was signaling me that the pump, the gas wasn't on the pump.
Is he causing a problem at y'all's store?
No, he come here.
Oh,
every
he
day
was
basically after work. He
dying
come
for
here and get
that.
gas and
That's
cigarettes
something
every day.
right
No
there.
cause nothing.
Hey, I don't want to hold the gas pump again. You start the gas over time.
Yes, I will.
Hey, what's your name?
Lawler.
You'll sign the statement. You'll get a picture of everything you did.
And these were my thoughts on that footage, which basically was admittedly speculation. This off-duty police officer from Alabama walks in the door. He had witnessed this as well. What does he do? He comes in and fist bumps this police officer, presumably offering to help him. This police officer takes him up on that, getting his name and contact information. What kind of help is he going to offer?
Yeah,
we can only speculate. Well,
trouble.
he reached out to me and he basically said that, look, you have me all wrong. Other people have me all wrong. I was actually very upset when I saw the way that this police officer was reacting. So I was actually recording him myself and I took video. This is actually that video that the off-duty police officer from Alabama recorded, trying to record surreptitiously of that incident. This was, of course, not featured in the video from 2 weeks ago.
Put your hands in there. Put your hands in the back. Yes, that's what he did. I'm sure there's cameras. Hey, they pull the cameras. I ain't being detained. I want to know if you got nothing to say to you. You know what you did. That was so wrong.
Ooh, who's the big boy?
You see this bitch right here swinging?
Oh my God, that's the guy who wouldn't even walk to this.
Why would I be holding the gun like this right here? It who? Man, you saw what you wanted to see. You profiling motherfucker.
You fat bastard. No, I'm not gonna go there. But
and he also agreed to sit down and discuss the case with me. And so here is my interview of that off-duty police officer. What was the first you noticed of the video? Well, I don't think I did the first video on this. What was the first you became aware that this gas pump, gas station incident had sort of hit the internet?
It was right when I checked my Facebook and I checked my messages. I saw that I had a friend not really even a friend request, a message request from somebody that I didn't even know. And it started out as it was a link to a YouTube video and a message that said, if you're the guy in this video, f you, with explicit. And so I'm trying to scratch my head. I'm trying to figure out, where is this coming from? Is this somebody that I arrested? Is this somebody that I dealt with on the street? And then when I saw the video, I recognized it from the Circle K gas station where I was at back over there in Florida. That's when I was like, oh shit, here we go. People misunderstood things because you could watch a video and get zero context. If you got a video that's a minute long or 2 minute long, or it could be a couple sentences, someone is still going to run with it and misconstrue it to what they think is going on when they don't know you from.
Jackass, let me throw this at you, okay? Misconstrue. Okay, people, did anybody misconstrue it when they saw him walk up and fist bump that cop, and then basically, yeah, I saw that too. I was like, yeah, what the fuck? Okay. Who in their right mind, wouldn't think that anybody with any sense of intelligence would be very clear that this man is offering to help him, lie for him. I don't get it. I really don't. So now to sit here and say with no context, dude, we had all the context. There's so much context, it's literally leaking out my asshole. That was not a good, yeah, let me rephrase that. There was so much context, it was quite obvious to everybody what you were up to. There we go. Much better. Okay, you're playing devil's advocate. Girl, let him explain through. He may have had other intentions for doing it. Okay, I'll let him explain before I say it's leaking out my asshole ever again, okay? Okay, let's go.
From Adam. I was recording myself, and my whole thing was, I want people to understand where I was coming from as a private citizen. I wasn't there on a law enforcement duty. I was literally just there on vacation because my wife and some friends begged me to go on vacation. I don't typically take vacations. I'm a workaholic.
You know, people watching the video, myself included, maybe assumed incorrectly that when you came into the gas station after that incident had occurred, that you were in some way supporting what that officer had done.
Right. And that is totally the opposite of what I was trying to do. I just seen this man put a gun out on somebody that was just as innocently as putting gas in his vehicle. And it blowed me because I've never seen anything like that before. Just literally the night prior, I was binge watching on, what's his name, Izzo's content on cops, on TikTok cops, and also there's some cops not obeying their oath and this, that, and the other. So binge watching that till about 2-3 hours. I hang up the phone. I leave the hotel. We pack up. We hit the gas station to fill up on gas, and then as I'm filling up on gas, I'm taking things out the car. I see this deputy come flying in from one end of the gas station. I see a city police officer come on the other end, and they surround this guy at the gas pump. And I'm hearing, "Put it down, put it down." And as a cop,
So now can I
of course,
say
my
it
first
anonymous?
reaction was, what's going on? Look at this. Look, look at my surroundings and perceive what's going on, because I got my family here. I'm not in uniform. I'm not wearing my badge. I'm not wearing my gun. I'm taking out a floor mat out of my car, trying to get out French fries that my kid left. But all this is going on, so I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, private citizen, I'll just do as any other citizen would do. I'm a record, but it's my first time recording, right? So I'm nervous as crap. I don't know what's about that. I don't want him to see me recording because I don't want him to put the gun on me or put his attention on me, and then something else happens. So I don't know this guy's intent. I don't know him from Adam. I just watched him put a gun on somebody. So I'm recording myself, and then they get it. They start walking up to the gas station. So I quickly put my phone away.
The guy at the gas pump, was there anything that you noticed about him that caused you to start recording, or was it the police that arrived that caused you to start recording?
It was honestly the police that arrived that made me start recording, because I didn't see the guy at the pump as a threat at all. I didn't observe or see anything out of the ordinary other than trying to fill up his car. And it's pretty common that people, if you think your gas line is entangled, that you lift it up to kind of straighten it out. I do that sometimes because it's really long. Your car could be really close or it could be far away. So it's just a common thing. I don't understand how or why the deputy think he observed what he thought he saw, which is not anything out of the ordinary. And so that's what prompted my recording.
What was the first thing that you know? I mean, you're there getting French fries out of the car or whatever. What was the first thing that drew your attention?
First thing that drew my attention was the deputy and seeing the city police officer come at the other end, because I seen him first, and I seen the other deputy come in, and I see him drew his firearm and pointed at the guy. Now, if you were just any other civilian on the street and you point your gun at somebody, you've automatically got a menacing charge. Obviously, there's no criminal activity going on at the gas station. This guy doesn't have a firearm. So you're a deputy, you're a government official, you're taking your firearm and you're pointing it at somebody for what? You don't have any probable cause. You don't have any reasonable articulable suspicion that a crime has been committed. You've got nothing other than what you thought you saw that was not happening at all.
So what you saw as far as him, the officer pulling in and drawing down on this guy, concerned you enough to where you started filming the police officer for the first time in your life.
Right. Because I've got a family to think about, right? I got my wife and her friend and my 2 little kids in the car. I've got my whole family in the car. And it disturbs me because from both a husband, father point of view and a police officer point of view, if a gun battle were to happen at that gas station for whatever reason, my family is now in danger. You yourself, as if you were the police officer and or the deputy in that situation, and you put your gun on somebody, you are putting everybody else at risk at that gas station if something were to happen. Because I don't know what academy he went to, but the academy I went to taught me that if I'm going to draw my firearm, you better be ready to shoot. You better be ready to press that trigger, because and identify your threat. Don't raise your gun, don't aim your gun unless you intend to shoot. And so that's how I was trained.
Let's give him that he thought he saw this guy waving a gun in the air at a gas station. So he pulls in, and then at some point very quickly, he realizes it wasn't a gun, it was a gas pump. My biggest problem with that incident is not just that he thought he saw a gun, but it wasn't actually a gun. Like, okay, people make mistakes. When I'm hunting, I see deer bushes all the time, but I don't shoot at them. You know, and once I realize it's a bush, I don't like stalk it. You know, he realizes it's a gas pump, and then he continues this interaction, and he, you know, continues to detain the guy, and then go inside the gas station and sort of try to gather evidence against him when he knew that this guy had done nothing wrong. I mean, that's my biggest problem. Let me ask you,
and
as
then
a police
lied
officer,
to
all right,
the woman.
You're like on patrol, you're driving by this gas station, you see this guy waving a gas pump in the air, and at first glance you think it's a gun. You pull into the gas station. What do you do? Like, how could this incident have been handled, in your opinion?
If I was the deputy or the officer in his town, I would look, I would observe, and I would pull into the gas station to investigate. If I'm suspicious of what I thought I saw, I would go up closer for a better look and get out of my car and look around. There's nothing wrong with you if you want to pull into the gas station and get out of your car and look around. I do that all the time, where I'm getting a soda or grabbing a bite to eat. There's nothing wrong with that.
Diet Coke.
You need to first evaluate what you're looking at. That's how an investigation starts with anything, whether you're investigating a person, you're investigating a crime, you're investigating a suspicion of a crime, whatever it is that you're doing, you need to first take a step back and look and evaluate the situation. Because if you don't, you're gonna mess up, and you're gonna violate somebody's rights. Something is gonna go wrong, and it's always gonna turn back on you. Don't act on the first thought or the first thing you see. Take a step back, think about it, think about what you do or how you handle this situation, and then act on it.
You started filming, and then you said you didn't want to be seen filming.
Right. Because I was, like I said, I've never recorded another police officer before, other than being on duty and having my own body cam. You know, it's different when you're working in a capacity of an officer, and you're either with your own agency or other agencies that you're working with or assisting. But when you're on the opposite side of that and you're just recording as a civilian, it's nerve-wracking. It's nerve-wracking because, you know, as a cop, sometimes you can't trust other cops, especially if you're a private citizen, because you don't know especially you've seen him pull a gun on somebody. You don't know what's in the mind of that deputy. You know, you see deputies and other officers in the news every day for doing stupid things, and seeing this incident that happened at the Circle K gas station, only 100 things are going through my mind. Like, what just happened? What is going on? You know, I don't know this guy's intent, so let me just put away my phone, because
I see what he's saying. Like, this guy could get angry with him and then hurt him, and then claim, well, I didn't know he was an officer. I didn't know he was a cop. You know what I'm saying? I do get that. Because clearly this guy, not him, but, you know, the other one is nuttier than a fruitcake. Let's be honest. I mean, he's wacky as all outdoors. Let's be truthful.
I don't want him to see me recording. I probably, now that I look back on it, I probably should have kept the phone on him, because it's not illegal to record public servants in the course of their duty. People do it to me all the time.
It's always the safest thing to keep the man out of your life, you know,
Yeah.
police officer or not.
Right.
At some point you walk into the gas station, you know, what were you thinking? What were you hoping to achieve at that point?
Well, I know for sure that on my camera, I've got 2 different videos. One of them that I sent you in a privately is a little bit longer than the second one I had. The second one that I had his patrol vehicle. It had his patrol number on his vehicle, where he works, his license plate number. So as far as that information goes, I have what I needed to report that deputy to his sheriff's office, and my hopes was to contact his sheriff's office, contact who he works for, and maybe gain some understanding of why this happened at the gas station, who trained him, what academy did he go to, and what he thought happened. I basically wanted this deputy to be held accountable, because he put my family in danger. He put my family, and he put me in a position as a police officer to where he's gonna have to force me to intervene if something happens. Not in defense of the deputy, but in defense of the man, because you got my family involved. You're putting me involved as an officer, and you got this man who you're suspecting of committing a crime. And if a gun battle happens, then I have to move my family out of harm's way.
When you went in and talked to him, though,
I
you
would have
weren't
just left.
like critical of him.
Even
You
went in
seemed
No.
supportive.
Yeah, I wanted to be careful with my words, right? Because like I said, I don't know the state of this man. I don't know what his mindset is, or what his intent was,
Not even a
for what he
minute and a
saw.
half.
So I wanted to be very
and a
careful with
half.
my words and be
No, less
supportive,
than a
as
minute
in
and a half.
camaraderie. There's a familiar camaraderie with law enforcement officers. I didn't want him to think that I was a threat, but I wanted to also know who he was and what he was doing, so that I can know further information, who I can talk to when I follow up with this event at his sheriff's office. That was my goal.
So did you ever end up following up with his sheriff's office, or making your own complaint or anything like that?
I still need to figure out the complaint process, but I contacted his sheriff's office through Facebook, and I've yet to hear from any reply.
But as we sit here today, if his department is willing
What
to
is he willing
look
to
into what happened,
say?
you would be willing to provide the video footage that you have and
That far.
cooperate with that investigation?
Absolutely, 100%. Because like I said, he put my family involved, being that we were all present at the gas station, and had an incident actually occur where shots were fired, then that's going to be a major problem. And we can't go on, well, I thought I saw a gun and I mistook it, and it was actually a gas pump. We can't have those type of incidents happening. And you're a deputy.
Okay.
You may even have more years on me, but you can't have those situations, and that needs to be accounted for. That needs to be handled.
I know he got your information. He never reached out to you as far as helping as a witness or anything like that.
I've not received one phone call, and nobody that I work with has
probably because his shitty police department that that guy worked for didn't need anybody to back him up, because everything was perfectly fine. It's okay to pull into the Circle K, guns drawn and lights going and everything else, because, oops, I'm scared to death of the pump. I mean, are you serious? You need to go back to the academy if you are shitting your pants over somebody waving a gas pump around, or not even waving it around, but showing like, hey, it's not on. I mean, what in the fuck is going on in this goddamn country? Do tell somebody. Do tell. Okay.
said anything about a sheriff deputy from Leon County getting in contact with me.
I think you told me a little bit about your philosophy of being a police officer, why you wanted to be a police officer. Maybe tell the audience a little bit about the way you look at constitutional rights as a police officer.
Really, the passion goes all the way back to high school. You know, I loved history class. I love studying about the Constitution. I'm fascinated by it. I'm obsessed with the Bill of Rights, our founding, how it came to be, what the principles and the ideals that started it. My family is also very patriotic. My family knows my favorite books are the Federalist Papers and the Anti-Federalist Papers, because I like to read. When I look at laws and when I look at policies and the things that go on today, I don't want to look at what we have modernly. I want to look at what started everything. Is this actually constitutional? So even when it comes to the Second Amendment, I'm a huge Second Amendment supporter. So I don't believe, as a police officer, I don't believe there should be any restrictions on our rights, and that includes gun permits. You know, I know there's a lot of other officers that disagree. We're a nation of ideas, and if we stop talking and we stop using our rights, we're going to end up losing them. It's we the people, and I've always believed it's we the people. It's not we the government. It's not we the public officials. It's we the people.
Oh,
That's
please! At the end of
what
the
it goes
day,
back
it's
to.
we the
So,
public
and it
officials.
bothers me that when I swore an oath to the Constitution, I swore an oath to the Constitution of where I work, where I'm employed, the standards that were instilled in me. I take that seriously. So when I see other officers violate that oath or misuse their conduct or misuse their position, it bothers me. It bothers my integrity and bothers things that I stand for. And when I want to hold my goal is I want to hold them accountable.
I think your point of view is what should be fostered in the law enforcement community, is a tremendous respect for constitutional rights. And, you know, if somebody is filming you or asking you why they need to get out of the car,
you're right,
why they need to give you their
agree.
ID, you know, perhaps look at it another way. Not like they're challenging you personally and getting upset about it, but look at it from, you know, the point of view that they're trying to exercise their constitutional rights, or what they believe to be their constitutional rights, instead of just escalating it into an arrest because they didn't comply quickly enough, you know, handling it in a different way. I mean,
that's true.
That could be like 80% of these viral videos that place law enforcement in a bad light are these situations like that where it was completely unnecessary. You know, it was just an ego thing, or it was just an authority thing. And, you know, what's wrong with putting the Constitution first and just respecting people who want to assert their rights? I hope that can spread. And it's good that part of what kind of got you feeling that way was watching, you know, videos on YouTube from other cops or former cops who feel the same way you do. I hope that grows rather than just the point of view of, well, F around, find out. And I mean, that is a pro-authoritarian way of looking at life. That's a big government way of looking at life. Let's excessively respect the people's constitutional rights. Most of these situations are all unnecessary escalations, almost all of them.
If I could leave anybody with this, I mean, if you want to, my biggest advice, if you want to humanize the badge, because I know that's a slogan that's carried around way too loosely. The best way to humanize the badge is humanizing people. The best way to humanize the badge is learn case law, learn the Constitution, honor your oath. That's the best way anybody is gonna humanize the badge. So,
you know, when you interact with people, when you're on the job and you show respect for their rights, do you get a positive result from them, or a positive reaction from them?
Absolutely. And honestly, it makes my day, because it lets me know that I'm doing my job. And
respect begets respect. You can't, just because you have a badge, demand respect. When you respect someone else, they will respect you. It goes a long way when you respect somebody, you know? It's unbelievable. No, that was a little story I was going to tell, but not in the mood. Okay, let's go.
I'm always having a positive reaction, and sometimes I could be having a really bad day just because, you know, my coffee spilled, you know, when I'm trying to
Oh,
conduct a traffic
forget it.
stop.
The whole
And
day
out of nowhere,
shot.
this lady is telling me, I don't know her from Adam, and she's telling me, "Thank you. You're a really good officer." And it changed my entire mood for the entire day. And all I did was treat her with respect. All I did was be courteous to her, because you don't have to come on this job with an attitude.
Okay, but here's my question that you've never answered, and it's almost over. This guy looks like he's about to go to sleep, and I don't blame him. Dude, when are you going to answer I want to know, why did you walk into the Circle K and bump hands with that officer at all? Why didn't you just get in the car and leave when you were done with the fries or whatever on the floor? After you were done cleaning that off, why did you do that? Why did you even tell him that you were another officer? Like, I don't get it. Does anybody else get, why did he do that? I'm just reading. Yeah, putting him in a false sense of security. You think? I hope, because I do not like, in the Circle K, you must circle jerk. You're a twig. Get the fuck out of here. Hey, camps, wave your guns in the air like you just don't care. Ooh, next thing you know, no. Wave your pumps in the air like you just don't care. Next thing you know, you're shot in the derriere. Oh yeah, I'm talented. You see that, guys?
I know that could be a lot of other cops, but I don't care what day you're having.
Up.
Treat people with the same respect and dignity that you want to be treated. I have a job to do. I'm a professional. I'm going to talk to you like a professional. And every person that I stop, I don't care if you've got 6 warrants. I've had people stopped on 4 or 5 warrants, and they're honest with me about it. Respect is given. I'm going to give you respect, the same amount of respect that you're going to give me. And that's how I approach every situation.
Well, there you have it. Listen, I'm always willing to tell the other side of the story. And I love it when people who are actually in videos that I do, especially police officers, reach out to me and provide any context that I'm missing, any details that I'm missing, or provide the other side of the story or some other point of view. You know, a favorite saying of lawyers is that there are 3 sides to every story: the plaintiff's side, the defendant's side, and then, of course, the truth. Now, obviously, I have no power to tell anyone in my audience how they should perceive things, how they should think. I merely show things, really. So I'm curious to know, does this change your view of the video from 2 weeks ago? Personally, I like a lot of the things that this guy had to say, and I've heard that from other police officers a lot, but almost always privately, because it takes a lot of courage to come forward and say things like that. This is a point of view that I would love to see fostered more among law enforcement officers. As I called it, an excessive respect for constitutional rights. There literally is no downside to it, at least not in my opinion. But I am very, very curious, truly am, in this situation as to your thoughts on this. So please let me know in a comment. Remember, our rights don't end where your fear begins. Freedom is scary. Deal with it.
It's him before the facial hair, huh? Yikes. Okay. So How snooky. Are you making fun of my, accent? Because I am not from Jersey. And I find it abominable that anyone would ever say such a thing. All right. So, waving the pump in the air like on Zoolander. Oh, please don't make fun of my little thing. No, I thought you two were friends. Ugh, camps. Okay, we're going to close this with something from our girl, our favorite right-wing conspiracy theorist. Okay, so we all know who that is. I actually had another video, but I am literally about to fall asleep, so let's skip over it. That's why I was so quiet. My allergies are so bad right now. Like my eyes, I need like preparation H all over them. I need eye drops of the yin yang. I need Allegras and more Allegras, and I'm dying over here. I'm dying. Okay. Hey, did John leave? John. Did Jack leave? Oh, God, I'm making up names now. I forgot that's my imaginary friend, John. No, stupid round eye, I'm not, and you know it. I'm from New York. All right. Here we go. Wait. Okay, it's a short.
Where do we get? What is this?
I would say in my lifetime, I've probably eaten at least a couch and a half to 2 couches.
What?
Of cushion.
What? I know you.
It's no go. No more. Can't use that.
You can't eat off the
Hold
floor.
on. He can't eat. He can't eat it because it fell on. Okay. Okay. Now look, okay. If my actual food fell on the floor, no, I wouldn't eat it because I'm, Jill. But you're eating the inside of a couch. I'd really like to know who is, do you say, oh, let's just donate this couch to so-and-so so he has something to eat for Thanksgiving? I mean, what in the hell are you doing? Okay. 3-second rule, right? Frenette's like, what the fuck? Maybe he likes things that taste like ass. Maybe. Some people like that ass tasting, seasoning. I don't know. But this is ridiculous.
Eat a couch. You a couch termite.
Little chunks.
A couch termite.
They're like little bite size, little snack size. I know that it's not healthy. I've already had some health problems because of it. It caused a blockage in my lower intestine to where the doctors almost had to go in and cut the part out where the sponge was blocked.
This has to be that show.
The sponge gumbo.
I know you fucking. Where do we get?
He's got onions on it.
I would say in my lifetime, I've probably eaten at least a couch and a half to 2 couches.
What?
Of cushion.
What? I know you.
Can't have
It's
that.
no go. No more. Can't use that.
You can't eat off the floor, but you can eat a couch. You a couch
These
termite.
little chunks. They're like little bite size, little snack size. I know that it's not healthy. I've already had some health problems because of it. It caused a blockage in my lower intestine to where the doctors almost had to go in and cut the part out where the sponge was blocked.
And then what? Were you gonna ask to have it?
A sponge gumbo.
I know you
God.
Ooh. What did we get?
He was putting onions on it. Oh, Jesus. We just watched this like 3 times because I couldn't control myself. Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus. You guys know that show, My Strange Addiction? You ever watch that? Oh my God. A recliner is a snack. A lot of times, instead of sleeping in a bed, I sleep on a snack because, it can go all the way back and it's very comfortable. You know what I mean, Camps? I can't take it. He's throwing down, too. Oh, God. And look, I hit like. I can't take it. Oh, my God. Let me just get out of here. What? I can't stop laughing. And look at his hair. Frenette said, look at his hair. Oh my God. Tell me that doesn't look like the 90s, like with the flat top, That's so funny. Oh my God. I'm literally in pain. Thank you, Anonymous. Thank you. Oh, Jesus. Yes, his hair is extra spongy. Get the hell out of here. It's extra spongy. Your ass is extra spongy. I don't know what that means, but oh my God. Better put some hot sauce on that shit. Oh, God. A recliner is this. So when I'm sitting and relaxing in the recliner, I'll think of the fact that it's nothing. I'm sitting in a snack. God. Oh. I mean, you can't think about having him over. He'll be cutting your furniture up. You know what I mean? Oh, dear God. Okay. How could you eat that? Oh, Jesus. Just no, and no. Of course it was from Anonymous Frenette. Who do you think would send something like that? She sends me all this wacky stuff. Oh, God. All right. Ooh, gotta wipe my tears from laughing. All right, you guys. Hey, check it. I'll be doing members only tomorrow. I don't know what time. So please, if you are a member, keep an eye out for the notification. And if you are not a member at this point, get your ass into the membership if you want to join and be able to talk some serious shit. All right? Yeah, I love talking some shit. All right? I do. I love it. I love it. Can't help myself. I'm a shit talker. I'm a smoker. I'm a toker. I'm a shit talker. Okay, I get my loving on the run. Oh my God, I have no anything. Never mind. I have shit for a musical ear. Okay, let's just. Oh, I will, Anonymous. I got you. Okay. All right, you all. Thank you for being here. I will see you tomorrow if you're a member. If not, I will see you probably Monday or Tuesday, depending on what happens, what goes on. Okay. All right. You guys have a really great day. Bye. Please hit that like button, guys. Please. Because I looked at it last time. I wanted to cry. I was like, you gotta be kidding me, guys. It made me cry. It did. I'm sure you guys hit like, but, anyway. All right. Toodaloo. Bye, guys.